This is your life. You're not living the life for anybody else. You're living for yourself. So for you to kind of put that into the hands of somebody else, it's super disrespectful. And hi guys, it's Ashley and I'm back with another YouTube video. This is my third one and I'm feeling really positive because I haven't gotten a lot of viewers, I would say, but it's something that I've been consistent and positive on, and I've been really quiet about this YouTube channel. Legit, nobody knows that I have this. Probably only one person that I know knows that I have this YouTube channel, and it's crazy because it fits right into what I want to talk about and get into today. So I just want to get started. But if you're new here, I'm Ashley. I'm 23 years old. I live in New York City. I'm marketing, but I also own a beauty business, and I love making content. I love talking to the camera. So this is it for me. What I really want to do, like, is come across as somebody who is relatable on the internet and somebody that anybody can look and listen to whenever there is like doubt or negativity or something negatively going on in the mind. And I want to do that for people because I follow a lot of other I'm subscribed to a lot of other creators on here that make me feel better and that I love to listen to because aside from them being women, which it's super they're like that makes them relatable, but they're also really like they literally make me feel like they're my friends. So if I could do that for anybody else, then I'll be the happiest person ever. But what I want to get into today is really just the power and the abundance that silence can bring into your life. This is currently what I'm going through. So this is something that I'm currently trying to overcome and trying to experience because at the end of the day, this is an experience. I'm someone who loves social media, right? Like I love creating content. I mean, I'm creating content right now. And so that kind of routed me to a path that at some point in my life, that I liked to post literally everything and anybody. I just wanted to post everything. And ever since I was young, I remember like I started a YouTube channel really, really young, like probably when I was 13 and I was entering middle school. And I always knew who I wanted. Like Maddie always knew who she wanted to be from a young age, right? And I knew that talking to a camera and being somebody like, I don't know, at that time, I would watch young female creators do like hauls, like clothing and and shopping hauls, and I would want to be a part of the team. So I would be like, I literally like would set up my camera and grab a bunch of random things around my house and pretend that I just got them. It's really funny, but like I had to get creative, okay? For me to land this video and make it, I had to get creative because I wasn't out there. I didn't have the funds to go out there and do these shopping hauls like other creators were at the time doing. So I got a bunch of random stuff around my house, and I would pretend like I bought them. And the video did like surprisingly well, and I got some subscribers off of it. But the thing was that after I posted it, I kind of let go of it a little bit, and I went into middle school, and my best friend, which he's actually my best friend now, but he doesn't even know this, but he actually um found my YouTube and kind of like showed it to people, and I got really embarrassed, and that's when I deleted everything. Now looking back, I regret that so much. I wish I still have the memories of me just talking to the camera. But anyways, at that time I didn't have the mental strength, right, to ignore and to just focus on me and not listen to whatever people were saying at the time about me. I just like let the negativity I let the negativity affect me, and I went and deleted my videos. And I'm really sad about that, but it's important for me to actually go back and actually realize what were the times that made me who I am today. So I look at all those events, and I'm like, okay, well, this created this for me, and that's why I stopped making videos for so long because of that. And obviously it was more instances. Um, but basically I cared too much about what people thought of me. So really my background and like and how it kind of relates to this video of like silence and how silence is really important and good for you in terms of physical and mindfulness and how it can really change your life just being silent. Me being a person who posts everything on social media, this when I wanted to learn this and overcome this and I knew that I had to just stay silent, I was like, okay, well, this is gonna be kind of hard. It's not like I'm somebody who works in social media, so it's not like I can just disappear, right? Like social media is what I do for a living. Social media is what brings clients to my studio for my brow beauty business, and it's not something that I can just completely block off from my life. If it was, I would be pretty good at it because I'm kind of good at detaching myself from things, from anybody at that. But and things that would even be easier for me to detach from that, right? But it's not my life. And so it's kind of, I feel like, harder for me to do those things where I can just completely forget about social media. And that's just not what my life is, you know? So what I kind of started doing is like whenever I would post like a story or something like that, I would ask myself, okay, why am I posting what I'm posting? Am I posting this specific story because I think it's cute and I want to post it like genuinely, or am I posting this because I'm somewhere deep down I want some attention? And I would and it would have and I would have to be really really honest for myself, and I would be like, if the answer came back in my head, because it's like you have to be honest with yourself and you have to kind of accept the reality of things, especially if you want to grow, you kind of have to be honest, be really freaking real with yourself, and who knows you better than anybody else? Only you do. And I know that for me, when the answer came back into my head, like, okay, maybe I do want a little bit of attention, I just completely delete the post. And it's like, okay, not anybody needs to see this. Let me enjoy this moment and just have it for myself. And you may not realize it, but that is just like that alone is beautiful. Just to be in the present moment and to have something for yourself is beautiful. And you hear a lot about romanticizing your life, and we want to do it, but I feel like the core of romanticizing your life is you enjoying something for yourself and not necessarily having to go and put it out there for anybody else to see. Now, it's different if you're really honest. It's different if you're honest with yourself when you ask yourself and you genuinely think that you want to post what you want to post for yourself, then okay, go ahead, take a stab at it. Like at the end of the day, it's your life. You control your life. But if you ask yourself this question, why am I posting this? What is the reason for me to post this? And if it's something with you seeking validation from others, you got to be real honest with yourself and just immediately delete it. But that alone also reinforces self-respect and self-love. And it kind of turns you kind of turn the attention back to yourself, because at the end of the day, the only validation we really need is from ourselves. Like, this is our life. This is your life. You're not living the life for anybody else. You're living for yourself. So for you to kind of put that into the hands of somebody else, it's super disrespectful. And we need to come to a point where we realize that, right? Because it's come to a point where we are consumed by these things. These things are all over in front of our faces. Our phones, we could live without our phones, obviously, but like sometimes it feels like we can't. And you get on social media, you get on these social media platforms, and everybody just posts the best things that are happening in their lives, right? And it kind of discourages you if you're not mentally prepared, or you're not at a mental state where you're self-aware of what you have going on and your life. If you're struggling with that, then looking at these things can be just extremely discouraging, and it can make you feel like you're not doing enough for yourself, right? And I say this from experience. So the only way to really overcome that, I feel like, is practicing silence, practicing doing things that you want to do alone, and practicing things that you want to do without having to show others or without even having to tell other people about it. Because even if you tell other people about it, it may come across as like you bragging about it. And you really need to protect your energy, especially around people, because you never know what thoughts other people are forming around your personality and who you are. So it's really important to protect your energy. And when you protect your energy, you're also protecting your life and what you do on a daily basis and your goals and stuff like that. And really, that's a whole other conversation about communicating your goals, your visions, your values, and your missions in life to other people, because that in itself is like just like a bigger issue, right? Because you never want to tell something that you haven't done to somebody that is just negative. Like that in itself is just a whole other issue, and we can unpack that in another video. But I really just want to emphasize the importance of silence. I tried recording this video so many times, but I was just like, wait, like this kind of has to have like this has to has a and this has to connect right in a way that it comes across as credible and trustworthy. So I was doing some research and I found this beautiful article. The titled "The Power of Quiet: Why Silence Really Is Golden" by Dean Zappelli. Right, Dean Zappelli. I don't know if I'm butchering the name. Zampelli. Okay, it's Zampelli. There's a really important quote that stood out to me, and it really just basically explains everything that I've been yapping about and saying. And it says, "Silence offers opportunities for self-reflection and daydreaming, which activates multiple parts of the brain. It gives us time to turn down the inner noise and increase awareness of what matters most. And it cultivates mindfulness, recognition, and appreciation of the present moment." I mean, that's just like what more do you have to listen to or read that doesn't prompt you to follow this advice? This is research. This is neuroscience. This is real. This is science fact, you know? And if you're a person that wants to better yourself, if you're listening to this, you want to better yourself, right? So in order to do that, I kind of look at this and I'm like, okay, well, I don't need to hear anything else. Oh, silence does this for your health? Does this for your mental and physical health? Well, I don't need to hear no more. I'm going to shut up about everything. Everything. And that's why meditation is so important. Okay? Because meditation allows you to just be. Literally to just be. And that gives you appreciation for the present moment, like I just said, like I just read, right? And once you're in that state of just being and feeling everything, when you just relax and there's silence, there's a sort of fulfillment feeling that you feel. And there's really no better feeling than that. And I feel like once you master that, then you're unstoppable and you don't care what anybody thinks or says about you. And if you want to post something, you do it for yourself. And that's kind of what I wanted to get across, right? Next time you think about saying something, really just take a second. Think about if this is something that you genuinely want to say or that you need to say, and for what reason. And you have to be really honest with yourself when thinking about the reasons. If the reasons are leading back to you wanting validation or you wanting to be heard, trust me, silence speaks louder than words. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And that just came to my head because I've heard that phrase so many times, and I know phrases could get kind of cliche and repetitive, but when you actually start to research and learn about the mind and neuroscience, all of these cliche phrases are so true. I mean, silence speaks louder than words. I hope you guys just take time. Just take time next time. Take time into your thoughts. Take time. Next time you want to show something to the world, really think about your energy and what you want to protect. and maybe you just want to keep it to yourself. And that is the best thing that you can do for yourself. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this video and subscribe. And yeah, bye.